What is this strange growth on the grounds?
While it may seem like some sort of invasive species, the substance we've been calling corruption is actually a physical manifestation of Chthon's dark influence.
How can it continue to spread in his absence?
The ever-resilient Darkhold keeps his ambitions alive, tempting the lost and desperate towards the darkness. With each new follower, his power here is rekindled.
You feeling all right?
Is a good girl. It is my Charlie girl.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, want to play detective?
Those chains of yours are incredible.
Someone is griefing me, Hunter.
We must fight this head on.
Thank you. Peter said to just let it go, but it happens every friggin' game. I team up with them, they don't shoot at anything, spam my chat, and eventually just kill me.
Oh, I assumed you were talking about the Norwegian gravitas curse. Why do you not change teammates?
I tried, but they use different tags every time. Bach for life, Centuries of Slumber, Mom Slayer, Dragoons are goons. All the same person, all are targeting me.
Perhaps it is a sign to leave the game, go outside, and experience the world.
You mean the world full of things trying to kill us? We spent too much time in it already. I prefer my escapism digital, if you don't mind. I guess it was different back in your day.
Back in my day, as you call it, we would summon spirits and command them to play out competitive scenarios for our entertainment. I can show you if you would like.
Whoa, that's hardcore. I'll stick to tangible gaming platforms.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never.
I am fascinated by your worldview.
Look at you, sweet talker.
I've been here for such a short time, and I feel like this is a better education than I'm receiving at Empire State.
You attend school.
Yeah, grad school. But I meant all the superhero stuff. Before this, I've had to figure out everything on my own. Here, I have access to 2 whole superhero teams, each with their own way of doing things. It's eye-opening.
You are teaching all of us a few new tricks.
And some better smack talk. But that's no superpower. It's mostly queens. So what's your preference? I heard you spent much of your life working solo. Is the team cramping your style?
I cannot expect the team to always be there, but I need to support them when they are around.
See, that's what I'm trying to do. Shore up the team when they need it. and do my own thing when they don't. You want to figure it out together? Let me know the next time you train.
Sounds good.
Great. Just, not an hour before dawn. As he puts it, that's blade time in the yard. We're doing this again, right?
What's good? You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
One child of Lilith is enough.
Oh, come on. A couple sisters, a few brothers, and you were first, so you wouldn't have to deal with hand-me-downs.
The collar I wear protects the rest of you from what I could become. Can you imagine if I had siblings who carried the same darkness within?
Wow. When you put it like that, it always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
Having a spirit of vengeance inside you cannot have made it any easier.
Yeah, it has complicated my life, but I make sure it won't complicate his. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself.
We set a new bar.
Parker still has to mix chemicals to make his webbing. What a sucker.
I enjoy watching the wildlife around the Abbey.
Yes, it can be relaxing.
Sometimes I just want to grab them and squeeze them until they pop.
Hold on, are you feeling okay, Doctor?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit on edge because I haven't eaten in a while.
Fasting for short periods helps center the mind on what is important while it sharpens your body.
Okay, sure. But I'm worried that if I sharpen my body anymore, I'll uncontrollably puncture someone here at the Abbey. Time to dip into the snack bag.
You have outdone yourself, Hunter.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Fine, speak.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Don't forget to write.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
No need to poke.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Any new leads? This won't take long. Well, this was educational, and it... Got some ops ready for you.
No problem.
See you soon.
Sup, Ancient One?
We're really getting to know each other.
You think Dr. Strange can take a look at this mole on my... Never mind. Don't you ever get tired?
Of what?
You know, being responsible for everything. Surprised your poor back hasn't broken yet with all that pressure.
It is difficult being a hero.
Glad someone's finally admitted it.
We should be honest with ourselves.
Look at you, telling it like it is. Our job is hard, and definitely not in the fun way. Just hearing the word hero makes me want to walk into oncoming traffic.
It is not that bad.
Says the poster child of heroism. Haven't you ever fantasized about leaving it all behind?
I have thought about it.
Of course you have. There's no shame in it. Take it from me. I fantasize all the time. Most of it isn't PG, so it stays inside the pants.
There's no use in wanting something I cannot have.
Now you sound like you're in a teen romance flick. What you're feeling is normal, Hunter. We've all thought about ghosting this lifestyle.
That is reassuring. Thank you.
Now, if you ever want to, elope, you know where to find me. Grrr. Oh, we're definitely doing that again. Screw Picasso. This belongs in a museum.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm? Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
I doubt this will take much longer.
Beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
You were too weak for this fight.
Exactly what I needed.
for the rest of us.
Don't blink. Give the mother my regards in hell.
There is no escape.
I'm constantly reminded why I should be grateful we became allies.
Maybe you should teach me that one. Time to bleed.
Be mine! I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
It is too late for you. You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed.
That's a neat trick.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me! So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries, the better part. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Mobius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow...
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Ought to make things interesting.
This should really...
You had my complete confidence.
Light will heal you.
Let's put it to good use.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
What a waste.
Chance to escape.
I'll remember your face.
Vampires are not the only ones who can fear you.
Won't leave here alive.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who have
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just don't indulge in weakness.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Try that more often.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
New York has the best food outside of Greece. Not that it matters to me. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
You are too emotionally close to this problem right now. Store your notes in a safe place until you have time to reflect on the best path forward.
I had not thought of that approach, but it does have merit. I do not know when the right time will come, but I look forward to that day. Thank you for your help, Hunter. How do you celebrate holidays at the Abbey?
When I was young, we took them as an excuse to feast. We should do that again. Do you have a favorite holiday?
Oh, I appreciate Halloween.
You enjoy dressing up?
The opposite. Halloween is one of the few days each year where I don't have to dress up to blend in with the crowd. The candy isn't bad either.
When you are at the Abbey, you do not have to hide who you are. You are free to wear whatever you want.
Not whatever I want. Tony was very upset I tried on one of his suits without asking. I could not think of a better way to relax. But what if it's all just a simulation?
I don't think we've seen the last of Dracula, but I've got plenty of ass-kicking saved up for next time.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
This does not look like one of Stark's machines. It is more alien.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage.
I want to ask you something, but you can't make fun of me, okay?
Fire away, Robbie.
Well, there is this online video game tournament, and I was kind of wondering, will you be my player too?
Of course I will be your player too, Robbie, and slay digital demons by your side.
Really? You sure you don't want to be player one?
No, no. You have earned that title. I am happy to follow your lead. So, what did I do to deserve this honor, Robbie?
I could ask you the same question. What did I do to deserve all your confidence in me?
Call it a gut feeling. Maybe you remind me a little bit of my younger self. A little wet behind the ears, but using my demons to do what is right.
Yeah, but you were born half demon. Mine is an add-on. I sometimes wonder if you'd still think that way if it wasn't for Sparky. Don't get me wrong. We're a solid duo. There's no doubt about it. But on my own, would I be that great? I'm not so sure.
Would Nico be great without her staff of one? Would Ileana be as intimidating without her time in limbo?
I see what you're doing here, Hunter. Yeah, they would still be legit heroes, but I can't kick the feeling that it's not the same for me.
It is exactly the same. You could give powers and teach skills to anyone, but only the right person will rise to the challenge and become a true hero.
Okay, fine. You've made your point.
Repeat it until every last bit of doubt is erased from your mind. Starting now.
I am the hero.
Perfect. Set is in good humor today. There is only so much Hippus can do.
Thanks, Hunter.
I know magic, right?
All right, then. Let's do this. I think we've got something for everyone. No pain, no gain.
It's hard to keep these...
Maybe you should just hit me up on Superlink when you're ready. See you around.
Why, hell.
I see you've been making friends. That's good.
I'm trying.
Just don't take it personally if some folks are a little, rough around the edges.
You were speaking of magic.
I was trying to beat around the bush.
Was she friendly with the other X-Men?
Friendly in her own way, sure.
You must have seen something good in her.
You, of all people, should know it's more complicated than good or bad. I've known her older brother Colossus for a long time. Magic's been through the ringer. We all have.
But you two got along.
She gave away little bits and pieces about herself over time. I never pushed her. She seemed to like that.
Patience.
Key to any good relationship. I know you mean well. So does Magic.
In her own way.
See? You got it. You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I do not want to fight her, but she does not give me a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
Where is this coming from, Logan? This is not entirely about Sarah.
I've lived way too long. For nearly a century, Victor Creed, Sabretooth, has been a bitter enemy. But I've lost count of the times we've fought side by side. I'm not asking you to forget your history, but it doesn't always need to be a fight to the death. If I didn't know better, I'd think you read my mind.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. I'll make something great out of this. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you.
Good day, Hunter.
How's it?
If I had time, I'd take care of these. Myself, but I have been accused of hogging the... Central is ready to work. Well, this was educational, and a terrible... Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy.
It's a deadly field trip!
My highest priority.
Bye.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Something to keep us occupied?
This forge fire is something special. I'm here if you need me.
What were you reading, Doctor? One of those political spy thrillers Captain Rogers is always heads down in?
It's actually a medical journal on bispecific antibodies and the treatment of hematologic malignancies. Just some light reading.
I hope you learned something that could give us an edge in battle. We need every advantage.
I feel the same. I've found that when I keep my mind sharp, I make better use of my body. In truth, I've been in survival mode so long, I don't know where to find my own off switch.
Just know your limits. When you burn a candle to its ends, the light quickly fades.
Your concern is noted, Hunter. I won't overdo it. Well, I should get back to my studies. Medical journals do not read themselves, but I'm working on that.
What are you doing?
Whoa, don't go creeping up on a guy when he's sowing his wild oats. I'm just spreading my seed, hoping to leave my mark in the Abbey, starting here.
Why are you gardening?
Well, your friends have been avoiding me like the plague, so I decided to make nice with Mother Nature. Speaking of, you seem to be getting really friendly with everyone. That's cute.
It is not at the top of my priorities.
Yeah, well, like it or not, everyone's fallen over themselves to be part of your posse.
You sound bitter.
Do I? Hold on, let me tone it down for you, Cupcake. I'm just speaking facts here. Don't get me wrong, having a fan club is great. Gets a little weird when they write self-insert fiction, but it's still flattering all the same. Keep up the good work. It strokes my ego.
Why do you keep calling them my fans? They are my friends.
What makes you so sure?
Being open and honest with one another shows trust.
It also puts a big target on your back. Pass.
It is a risk I am willing to take.
Come back to me after it backfires, so I can rub it in your pretty little face. I'm gonna say it until the day I die and regenerate. The only person you need is yourself, Hunter. All that personal mumbo-jumbo just weighs you down.
It's every kid's dream come true. A real life. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.